Hi there, I'm Naveen. Today I'm here to tell about our project Support Vector Machine Algorithm based image classification model. We are of team 3, includes Pawan Kalyan and Sairaj. Special thanks to our supervisor Veera Makali ma'am who guided us to cross the path which we set. Let's start our project. The abstract of our project is tells about the machine learning model what we used in our project which is a support vector machine algorithm. You can have a doubt that why only we go with the SVM not the other machine learning models like random forest or any logistic regression. I will show in a minute with proof that why we have used the SVM. And then the main aim of our project is to find the culprit details in a location wherever the theft happens, wherever that our application is involved in that area. And in order to reduce the time of training and testing the details, we use the machine learning model, so it gives the very better accuracy. And the main scope of this project, we are using the web application, which is a simple HTML CSS front end, and we are using the Firebase as the backend, and which gives the backend database to our website. It stores the values and it retrieves the values with the combination of the JavaScript. And then here is a brief introduction about the our project. Yeah, as I told you that in particular locations like hostels and apartments, we are going to use our applications so that we can have the culprit details already in our database. So what we do in this place is actually we're gonna take the image from the CCTV camera. Whenever the theft is happened, we capture the face of that person, and then we're gonna store that person details in the our database, and then we going to use our applications to get the details of that person after the testing the person whether he is already present in our location or he came from the outside, so that we can get the an idea about that person. And then we go with the methodologies what we have used, and we have the four modules here. Mainly the module 1 tells about the data collection and the data cleaning, and the application of the machine learning technique which is SVM, and training and testing is in the module 2, and creating a database and storing the details of the person and returning the data is in the module 3. And finally we are deploying the model using the web application, which is also present in the Firebase, which gives the free hosting services so that we can host our website in the server. Then we go with the module 1. Here we're going to collect the data manually because we are not going to take any data from the persons outside because it's a pandemic outside. So we're going to use the manual input of the data, and we're going to clean the data by removing the background noise or the background objects already present in there. And in the module 2 we are going to apply the machine learning algorithm, which is Hard Cascade model. In here we go the Hard Cascade model, which uses the distance between the eyes, and it takes the values in that and stores that values as a vector so that it train the model. So between the eye distances, the color palette, it also applies the grayscale, hue, all the colors in the hue range. And as I told you in the beginning, I will tell why we are using the SVM only, because here we can see that we have used SVM, random forest, and logistic regression, and we train the model and we get the more accuracy in SVM. This is the reason why we are using the SVM, not the other machine learning models. And in the model 2 we it's clear that we're going to use the database to store the data in the Firebase, and in the module 4 we're gonna create the application, which is a web application user interface. So I will show that in a minute. And here comes the architectural diagram flow, which tells about the flow of our project from the back end to the front end, and then it takes how it works, how it trains, how it collects the data, how it stores the data, and this is all the stuff which gonna tell about that. And here comes with the testing, testing the application. Unit testing tells about the removing of the bugs and all the errors which is present in our project. And you can even see that in the module 1 that we collected the data and we clean the data. It's basically comes on the unit testing. And then in the integration testing we create the software of user-friendly interface, so that we can take the input and give the output to the person who is trying to get the values. And then we go with the functional testing. In here we get the errors or some functional difficulties what we have facing during the web application hosting, or some navigating problems, that we're gonna take care of that and we're gonna rectify that thing. And in the white box testing, we're gonna test the software code whether it is running properly. In our application, we are going to use the authentication of the Firebase so that it can log in. You can use the login pages and sign up pages. And if the person is not having the account as a verified account, or he is from any other places trying to get the values or trying to get the person details, he can be tracked, like using the without sign upping or without logging in, he cannot access the data which is stored in that. So I will show that in a minute. The black box testing tells about the functional requirements, what we have needed in our project, like the database, what we have actually, the very important thing to store the data and to retrieve that, and the authentication models which we have used there. And then here is the sample input and the sample output. This is the sample output of our web application. I will show that in a minute. And finally conclude, I just like to conclude that our project is mainly on machine learning, but we can even use the deep learning models to get the more accuracy. We can do that, but we want to know how the machine learning works for the person prediction, so that we use the machine learning model, and it's take a lot less time than the deep learning to, in order, because the neural networks takes a lot of time to train the data, but in here it doesn't take much time to train the data. And the future enhancement, yes, we would like to use the convolutional neural networks or the other neural networks or the present in the deep learning models, because it gives the more accuracy. So I just looking into it for the deep learning models. And then now we go into our application, how it's gonna work. I will show the how it's gonna work. So here is our intro of our website, and here is my Firebase authentication platform. Here you can see that I have tested with a lot of test Gmail IDs. This is not real, this is the fake one, so we are not gonna get any trouble from that. And we have tested with 1 2 3 4 5 0 to 5. So let's check with the sixth one. It's just a random email ID with random password. Yeah, let's sign up. Yeah, here we go. This is our main interface without the verified person. Here the verified sign in, or the verified person only can sign in our log in our protocol or the web page. If the here we are not checking, because we are not having the real Gmail ID, so that we cannot verify that, but we can get that using the Firebase already JavaScripts, which is present already in the Firebase platform, so we don't have any worry about that. So let's try logging out, and then let's try logging in with the ID what we have created for your. Let's check. Yeah, here we can see that our website is working good with the login page or sign up page, whatever it is. It's securely secured at this position. So let's try our machine learning models and check, get the predicted values. So here we are checking with this guy, and here we can see that the prediction is 64%. Although it's not the best, but it's predicted correctly and giving the details of the person. Let's try with another one like this, classify. Yeah, we are getting the value Samantha of 72% and getting all the details of her, which is stored in the database in our Firebase, which is in real-time database. The storage what we have present, and then we can say that our model is working really fine. And if the person logs out, he cannot access the website. See, he cannot access the website. Even if we go back, he cannot access the website. He can go all the way back, he can only get the login page, but he cannot go into the main page. So our website is highly secured, and we got our user-friendly interface. We can just drag and drop our image to get the details of the person watch, and it's so easy to find them. And this is how our project works, and that's it. Thanks for holding up.